Here we
Yes.
go. Silence is deafening. Here we go. All right. And welcome to a brand new episode of the Promo Music Roundtable. I'm one of your hosts, Bill Peach here. We'll get to the other two hosts here in just a quick moment. But first, I want to thank our sponsor on the promo show. Over 120 suppliers and over 500 distributors a day. So 120 suppliers exhibiting per day, 500 distributors visiting per day at promoshow.com. It's the industry's first and only virtual trade show. And it's very important these days as we are starting to hopefully come out of the whole shelter at home, safer at home, whatever it is for your state. It's really important for us to connect both economically but also personally, and this is a great way to do it. So visit promoshow.com. You won't be sorry you did. It's the entire industry virtually. Now, my co-hosts today are Jason Noakes, the founder and CEO of Promo Pulse. This is where you say hi, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
That's good. David Schultz, the Vice President of Supplier Partnerships at commonsku.
Happy Monday.
And like I said, I'm Bill Petrie. So three of us are here. Two of us have talent. That would be Jason and David. I'm just a simple yuck monkey trying to get through. So we have a great topic today. Actually, I love this topic. And we might have a special guest. We may. We're not sure. Our topic today is bands we don't like that everyone else seems to absolutely love. So I think this is a fun topic because there are those bands that people will wax poetic about, and we all go, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. So I think, Dave, why don't we start with you?
What me go first?
I'm making you go first.
Hey, wait! Don't forget about the playlist.
That's why I was having David talk first, as opposed to me. As much as I love the sound of my own voice, I want someone else to talk first, so I can put the playlists for last week's Promo Music Roundtable in here, and also the Promo Cares playlist links, and I'll do that on Facebook on the Promo Show Facebook page. Right?
No. The one I sent you is for today, so people.
Oh, is it today? Okay.
Yeah, so they can add. They can fight back.
Oh, yeah, I don't pay much attention.
Yes, take the bands that we mentioned that we can't stand that they love, and we'll add those songs to the list. Is that the idea?
Well,
That's
if I fire off something that you don't like, Dave, you can add a playlist, or anybody in the audience. So if we offend you, then post the best song of that band.
Playlist 1 has been added
on the playlist. There we go. Prove us wrong.
It's not. None of this is offensive. It's all opinions, right? Like I said,
it's much like rapid fire with Kirby. There's no wrong answers.
There's no wrong answers unless you're Kirby. In this case, no wrong answers. Period. Right? But it's like, to me, this is like food. I love Indian food. I love Thai food. Some people can't stand it. I love seafood. Some people can't stand it. It's fine. It's all good. So, you want me to get this started?
Yes, please.
I've got the playlist.
Can I get the most obvious one out of the way? And I'm on the hate bandwagon.
Wait.
Let's go.
I wanted to set a ground rule too. I forgot.
Yeah.
So we don't have to waste a spot in our list. Can we all just throw Nickelback out so we don't have to talk about it?
They're on the bands I love that no one else seems to like.
There goes mine.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
No, so is that your number one?
No.
That was in my 5, yes, but I have backups because.
Okay, good. So you don't have to waste one on Nickelback. That's just a feeling
you get rid of it. So if we go back,
prove us wrong on that one.
Okay.
We go back to the older music. I never ever a fan of the Doors.
What?
Didn't get it.
Hold on, just a sec.
All right.
I'm not in it now.
We already got it. We got our first fight too.
You don't. Okay. I get that most of their music is plodding and way too long, and it's a bunch of unfiltered thoughts of a very drunk Jim Morrison and organ solos from Ray Manzarek. I get that. But Light My Fire, Love Me Two Times, L.A. Woman, Love Me Madly, or Love Her Madly.
We're going to do this.
Great songs.
You realize,
I already added a song. People Are Strange.
People Are Strange. There you go. Dave, you're wrong. Continue. But again, there's no wrong answers, but please continue.
Grateful Dead.
Yes.
Sorry, Deadheads. Don't get that one either. Not me.
Do you have the Dead on your list, Jason?
No, I like the Dead, but I'm not a. Wait, but I like the recordings, not the live stuff.
Not the 20-minute versions of the 3-minute songs.
No, I do like some of their
recordings. It is strange that, you will find on some of, if I were to continue this list, you'd find bands where I, as a musician, should love these bands.
Yep.
But I'm also a fan of expediency, and if you take a message, it can be conveyed in a 2-minute song like Green Day can do very well, and you make it 20 minutes, I'm going to tune out. I don't have that kind of time to listen to one song.
Okay. Amelia Model always, or she said, shut your trap, David Schultz. And I agree with Amelia Model here. Who doesn't love Jim Morrison? Dan Piggott, great call. The Doors are the most overrated band from that era. Oh, and the Moody Blues. That's a nice one. Yeah, that's a nice honorable mention. Okay, Dave, go ahead. Number 3.
Oasis.
Okay.
I can agree with that.
I've got no quibble with that.
I had to scratch Nickelback. Another one, you should have probably put this one on the whole Nickelback one, is Creed.
Well, yeah. Creed is the Nickelback of the early 90s, folks.
And then I had one on here that Jason may argue with me over. Limp Bizkit.
Whoa.
Bizkit.
But what if you did it all for the nookie? For the nookie?
They are, yeah.
Does anyone really like them? I didn't think Fred Durst was exactly a popular figure in music.
Sold a lot of albums and a lot of concert tickets.
All right. So you
I'll
had
save some of my honorable mentions for later.
Yeah, please do. So you had Doors, Grateful Dead, Oasis, Creed, and Limp Bizkit as your 5.
That's 5 of them. Yes.
5 of them.
We'll go with those for now. Yes.
All right. Jason, do you want to go, or would you like me to go?
You go ahead.
All right. This is one that's going to send everyone into straight hypnosis. The Dave Matthews Band.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't get it.
I can't stand Dave Matthews Band.
I can't. They're just a jam band, and it's a bunch of whoop and ants marching. I'm sorry. I don't. Grateful Dead, Dave, I had that. Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah,
I want to like the Smashing Pumpkins because Billy Corgan is a huge Eddie Van Halen fan.
Yeah.
But I don't hear any of that influence in that craptacular music. Not a
one of those ones there's probably not an album they did I liked front to back, but
the next 2 I'm sure I'm going to get vilified for if Dan Piggott is listening. The Rolling Stones.
Oh, I love the Stones.
I can't stand. Here's the thing: the Stones are great. They're fine. They're good, but they're fine. For every one hit they had 14 clunkers on each album.
Disagree.
Oh, they're terrible.
I like the Stones. I always liked the. For me, it was like the dueling guitars, kind of, the different guitar parts and the syncopated drumming and the all the pop and circumstance.
No, the Rolling. I mean, here's the thing: I respect and appreciate the Stones. I just don't think they're that great. I just don't. When you compare their contemporaries, and let's just say the Beatles versus the Stones, I'm sorry, the Beatles produced in a 7-year period what the Stones didn't even remotely approach producing in 45. Sorry.
But should you at least be impressed that they have a 276-year-old guitar player?
I am. And then you have that's Ron Wood, and then you have the 800-year-old guitar player in Keith Richards. All right, the last one, and again, one I'll get vilified for, Bruce Springsteen. Yeah. I'm sorry. The whole working class hero crap, it's lost on me. I'm sorry. Again, a guy I respect. I think, and there's some songs of Bruce's I absolutely love, like Born to Run is such a great song. But as a whole category, as a whole career, yeah, I don't get it. He's the one who puts on those 3-hour-long concerts, and I always feel like you'd be there going, yeah, looking at your watch. Yeah, let's get out of here. All right, so I've got Dave Matthews Band, Grateful Dead, Smashing Pumpkins, Rolling Stones, Bruce Springsteen. Dan Piggott just told me Bruce is a live act. Well, if I buy the album, I'm not going to go see him live because the album didn't compel me, Dan. I apologize.
Bruce, they made a whole movie about his song.
Yeah, guess who didn't watch it?
I watched it. It was good. But I don't really like Bruce.
Again, I respect Bruce, just don't like him. Another one, which is one of my honorable mentions, is Bon Jovi. Because John Bon Jovi's decided he's like he's now doing the whole working class hero crap.
Yeah.
All right. Jason, what about you?
Okay, yeah, mine are lots of very popular bands that I don't like.
Are you ready to piss people off?
I don't really like U2. So
wow, Bullet the Blue Sky.
I don't know. I don't.
What don't you like about U2? Is it Bono's continued pontificating, or is it?
I don't know. If you know that movie they made yesterday where Beatles disappeared. Well, I wouldn't.
Did you daydream it was U2?
No, I just and I'd hear the songs like, well, that's okay. So anyway, not a big U2 fan. I'm not a big REM fan. Sorry, Dave.
What was that one?
REM.
Oh, REM. Oh.
So so you posted Murmur, and so I went and tried to listen to it. It's like, no, I still don't like REM. So sorry.
It was just so different for me. The bands that sounded so different at the time. To me, at the time, U2 sounded different. I mean, when I first heard them, I was 13 or something. Same with REM back in the mid 80s and stuff.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Okay, so no REM because Michael Stipe. First of all, you can't understand a word he says, and his lyrics make no sense. And I always thought he was Brian Sipe, the great quarterback for the Cleveland Browns in the late 80s anyway.
Let's see. Pearl Jam? No, not feeling Pearl Jam.
Okay, wow. So we are going grunge now.
I'm just going the ones I don't like that well.
That one, I tried for a long time to be a massive Pearl Jam fan. I found it hard to.
They lost me. Go ahead,
They're
Dave.
bands that when I was in college, before Pearl Jam kind of had started to hit their escalation, we had booked them to play Day on the Hill, which is a big outdoor event at University of Kansas. And there's a lot of bands that I don't like, and then I see them live and earn a lot of respect for them. I mean, one that I probably would have put on bands that I couldn't stand would be Train. And after I saw them at Expo, I gained some respect for their ability to perform live. So there's those kind of situations too.
Well, I think we probably all did an honorable mention list.
I'm not done.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please, Jason. So we've got U2, REM, Pearl Jam, number 4.
Oh, here's one I really don't like. The Cure.
Whoa, that's a good one.
Somebody,
oh man, you're killing my 80s mojo over here.
Dave and his band Iron Band just did a wonderful cover.
I know.
I dressed up and everything for that song.
I know. And another one I'm going to mention, he did a cover just recently.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
No, I have a, since you took my Dave Matthews Band, and I can almost lump me in. Okay. Lump them in. I have an overall genre that I call toast. And so, because it's, it's toast. It's
okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's there. And so the toast are the bands where the lead singer, but the rest of the band could just walk around anonymously forever as rich, insanely rich. So we have this is the Maroon 5s, the 3 Doors Down, the Matchbox 20, the Killers. Killers to me are becoming the new Bruce Springsteen, by the way. Some of their songs are, and I'm listening to it's like, what, you trying to be the boss here? So that's me.
So Killers.
Jason hates every song that Iron Band covers. I think I'm getting the pattern now.
Now, okay, so Jason, you got U2, Pearl Jam, The Cure, and the Killers. I believe we have a special guest right over your left shoulder, correct?
She was here, and then she's gone. So,
well, she needs to come back. So,
just 1 second.
Was that 5? Did you get your 5 in?
Yeah, we got 5 in. So
honorable mention. He's gone.
Why don't we talk some honorable mentions? So I did, Dave. You'll like this. Any location band, your Boston's, your Chicago, your Kansas, any band named after a location sucks. They have 1 or 2 good songs.
Okay, we got a guest.
All right, we'll come back to that. Special guest. Her birthday. It's Alex Snokes. Hello, Alex.
Hi.
Jason's bride. It is her 22nd birthday, I believe.
Yes.
And she has the 5 bands that she doesn't care for that everybody else seems to love. So, Alex.
Do we get to wish her happy birthday first?
Yes. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Alex.
She had Nickelback on here. We set ground rules that we weren't going to. You didn't have to mention Nickelback because everybody knew about Nickelback.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm okay.
So, yep, go ahead, Alex.
Okay, so B-52s.
Okay.
Green Day.
Wow. See, I've got a little bit of a quibble with that.
REM.
REM.
Daggers.
The whole
Daggers.
nuts doesn't like REM.
I know. And then I have 2 more, which is more than 5, but I have Dawkins and Tesla.
Okay. Now, Dawkins is trolling me from Jason because I had a dalliance with Dawkins in the late 80s where I was rocking with Dawkins. And for those of you who are not familiar with the very brief but greatness of Dawkins, they were a very poor man's Van Halen. Very poor, like living on the street poor. But they had a couple good songs.
Like what? Are they on our playlist?
Okay.
You're asking a lot of questions, Dave, and it's making me very uncomfortable. No, so a couple good songs. Just Got Lucky is a great song.
That was on there.
Just Got Lucky is a great song.
Sounds like a very deep one. Yeah.
Dream Warriors, Burning Like a Flame. Do I need to continue? I don't think so.
Put it on the playlist.
Oh boy!
Wow, Dawkins, and what was the other one, Alex? Because I tuned out after you said Dawkins because my heart stopped for a second.
Tesla.
Yeah, I'm with you on Tesla. If I hear Signs, that live version of Signs, one more time, I am going to stab myself with a pair of scissors in the eye.
You know, you want to know this?
The Green Day, I don't know why, I just have never been able to get on board with Green Day. I don't know why. I just don't.
I was an early punk rock fan, and that to me is like, you know, an outreach of that. And I also love the 2-minute songs.
Mm-hmm.
They're great. It's like they're very efficient. I like them.
Mandy says I hate Iron Band. That's not true.
Yeah, see, Meredith is with me. Breaking the chains. There we go.
Thank you.
All right. Do you want to know one that
Alex.
makes me? Bye, Alex. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Here's a song that when it comes on the radio, I just want to throw things at the radio.
Yep.
You Get What You Give by the New Radicals.
Yeah, that's a tough
song
one, pal.
just makes me want to scream.
That's a tough one.
I don't get that either.
So you
and
had
I
some
hear it on TV commercials all the time.
All right, so you had some honorable mentions, Dave, before Alex came on board. And glad, Jason, thank you for sharing your bride with us. Awesome. And it's her 27th birthday. Are you doing something special tonight, like taking her out to the living room, perhaps the dining room? So you get that? That's okay. I'll stop now.
You're doing a beer tour from room to room.
We did go to Chipotle yesterday, so there.
Whoa.
Yes, branching out.
All right, Dave, what are your honorable mentions? Because I started with mine. Jason, you missed this. Any location band. If you're named after a city or a state, I'm out. Boston, Chicago, Kansas, you suck.
Yeah, I could probably get behind that.
Okay. Go ahead, Dave.
We got through most of my honorable mentions. Here's like one of the I mentioned Train.
Yep.
Was never a Train fan.
They're on my honorable mentions.
Better after I see them live.
Yep.
If we're on the PPAI Expo live bands bandwagon, it was not a Chris Daughtry fan. And then I saw him at Expo. I'm like, well, that's kind of cool. And now he's been involved with our Big Slick charity event, Kansas City, for so many years and has like done so much good stuff for the kids here.
Now you feel guilty.
So now you're sucking up to him. Got it.
Yeah, he's just a good guy.
No, he
I like his
seems
music.
like it. All right, who else?
I think we got through all mine.
Jason, what about honorable mentions for you? Bands that haven't been mentioned yet.
I still just go back to the Toast. I could keep adding.
Okay. So I went down a rabbit hole today of bands I struggled with a top 5. So here's other ones I came up with besides the Any Location band. Imagine Dragons. Sorry, don't get it. Any boy band, obviously. Coldplay, Train. I think it's the same band.
Toast. They're Toast.
Fleetwood Mac.
Ooh, I like Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, they've got some great songs. Again, this is not saying that they're horrible. I'm just saying the body of work, not that great. Here's one that's going to send both of you into anger management. Cheap Trick.
Oh,
I don't really care about Cheap Trick. So.
They're nothing. Want you, want me.
Who else can go out and sing like
I need
every night?
you to need me.
I will say when I was making the live album playlist, I was having a hard time picking a song off live at Budokan.
I'm sorry.
So I had an experiment one night because my singer in my band refused to play Cheap Trick. And I said, we're going to do a test one night. We're going to play I Want You to Want Me. And if everybody in the bar doesn't come onto the dance floor,
right,
we don't have to ever play it again. You can guess what happened.
You
Everybody
win. Look,
came onto the dance floor.
Just because it's popular doesn't mean it's good. See Spears, Britney.
It's entertaining.
I understand that. All right, and the last one I have for honorable mention, Bob Dylan. Great songwriter, tremendous songwriter, but as a performer, whoa, wow. As a singer, no, negative.
Yeah.
Nope, not interested. Not interested in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I had a hard time. I listened to Highway 61 Revisited.
Yeah.
Not into that, but that's the only Bob Dylan album ever. And I skipped Like a Rolling Stone too because I've heard that so many times.
We just lost a couple listeners with the Cheap Trick comments.
Well, I know Mandy
Mandy and Rich Graham, perhaps, unless Rich was referring to something else.
But. No, I think Mandy just told me I'm number one, but you used the wrong finger, Mandy. It's the index finger, not the second finger. All right. So I don't know if you guys did this or not. So if you didn't, I'll give you a couple seconds to think about it in the spirit of surprising people with shit on a podcast. Bands that I like that no one else seems to like. So kind of the converse of what we've talked about here.
I'm going to name all the ones that Jason already named.
So I've got a couple. Wings. I love Paul McCartney and Wings.
I like Wings.
Paul McCartney gets a very bad rap of being the sentimental Beatle, which he was, but his band Wings after the Beatles for 10 years, completely amazing. Some great songs there. Stone Temple Pilots get no love. Everybody loves Pearl Jam, and I'm kind of with Jason on this. Pearl Jam's fine. I get their place in rock history, but I don't like a lot of their music, whereas Stone Temple Pilots is still eminently accessible to me. And
I would say their first album, they were trying to copy every band out at the time. If you listen, you can almost say, "Oh, there's the X one. There's this."
But then they became their own band. Sammy Hagar. Now, this is a touch point for a lot of people. I know a lot of people don't like the way Sammy Hagar sings, but that guy is amazing. This is where I'm going to get crucified. Night Ranger. I love me some Night Ranger. I love me some Night Ranger. I absolutely love me some Night Ranger. And then the last one is the Duran. Love me some Duran Duran, and a lot of people don't like the Duran Duran. I know, Dave, you do. Yeah, but let me ask you,
probably on a lot of worst bands of all time lists too, but I don't care.
Duran Duran is great as a body of work, and definitely should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which that's a topic we need to discuss at another time. Anybody else? So how about bands you love that no one else seems to like, Dave?
Ooh.
Meredith Wallace loves her some Night Ranger.
She does, yeah. I don't know. That's tough.
4 a.m. I'm
going to kick that to Jason. He would argue that a lot of the bands I love nobody likes, but he already named all of those. But I think I have a lot of fellow 80s fans that love some of the bands I love, so I'm good with those. They're fine.
Okay. Jason, what about you?
Who was the one I don't know if Danny's watching. Oh my God, I just had a brain lock. Who's the band that played at Band Together a couple years ago? Very poppy.
Hall & Oates? Oh, it was the Shut Up and Dance With Me band.
Walk the Moon.
Walk the Moon, yeah.
You walked out of the stadium.
I did.
Mark Graham stayed for the entire show to the last song, and we.
In my defense with Walk the Moon, they had the bass turned up so loud, and we had front row tickets, like literally front row.
This far from the subwoofers.
And I believe my comment to you at the time, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. I turned to you and said, if I'm blowing my eardrums at a concert, it's not going to be on this shit. And that's what it felt like. I mean, it wasn't bad, I will say, as much as I didn't care for Walk the Moon. Live, they weren't bad at all. I mean, they had plenty of effects and fake shit to make them sound actually decent. Did I say that out loud? but I'm not going to blow my eardrums on that. And it was plotting. And Adamant did it better. The whole face paint thing. So.
Yeah.
Here's one that some people just do not like. I love System of a Down, and some people hate System of a Down because they're so weird. So all my stuff is really weird. Bands that people haven't even heard of.
Meredith Wallace and Mandy Rudd. Any Survivor fans? Now, which singer? Because they had 2 singers in Survivor that sounded exactly the same. It's kind of a bewitched conversation. In which Derwin do you like?
I had no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Darren. Survivor. Survivor's fine. Yeah. Wow, Survivor just ground the whole conversation to a halt. I love that.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of a Survivor song. Besides Eye the Tiger.
Besides Eye the Tiger? They did another one for Rocky IV, and I can't think of the name of it. I'm sure Meredith is going to
Time's up.
Yeah. Meredith is going to say something here. But, yeah, I remember – there it is. Jimmy Jameson. That's the singer. All I remember was the singer wore a beret, and it wasn't raspberry.
Oh, boy. Surprised. Have they not done any sort of parody of Eye of the Tiger for the whole Tiger King craziness?
I don't know. Meredith would know.
Done with that finally. Hopefully.
Well, any others?
Any others? Are we missing any? What about guys? People watching and listening? Are we missing any? We got quite a few people watching. Are we missing any bands that other people love but you don't get, or vice versa? Bands that you love that other people just go, "Are you serious? You like that crap?" And as we look at that, so here's our topic for next week. So your homework for next week, Burning Heart is a song from Rocky IV. There we go. Thank you, Meredith. I knew you'd know. So your homework for next week, all 6 listeners of this wonderful podcast, is the following. So we are going to pick our ultimate band, and it is 5 people. It is a singer, guitar player, bass player, drummer, and a utility player. Play any instrument, doesn't matter, in their prime, so they can be alive or dead. So you take that person in their prime and you forge them into a band. What is that band? That is going to be our topic. I'm sorry?
The Rolling Stones.
No, we said ultimate band, not garbage band. Yeah. So we're going to go ultimate band on that one.
What was the last super band that was created?
Chickenfoot, with Joe Satriani, Sammy Hagar, Chad Smith, and Michael Anthony. Chickenfoot was the last supergroup.
What about them Crooked Vultures? You heard that?
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be with John Paul Jones and Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl and JPJ.
Yep, John Paul Jones.
That was a great album, by the way.
That was a great album. All right, so I think we're at the end here. So this was good. This is a fun topic. I actually had a really good time coming up with this. Jason, glad your bride could join us, which is awesome. So, again, I think we definitively decided the worst bands of all time are Dave Matthews Band, Grateful Dead, Smashing Pumpkins, Rolling Stones, and Bruce Springsteen. So it's a good time.
Well, and I hope that you and Alex celebrate her birthday tonight by putting on Murmur from REM and listening to that over your candlelit dinner.
And after you're done with Murmur, because that's a very short album, right, Dave? I mean, they get it's very economical. Let's put it that way. Why don't you put on Back for the Attack by Dokken? It seems like Alex would really be in the mood after that. All right.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday from Don Dokken.
Listen now for you.
By the way, most mediocre thing ever said in a concert, Don Dokken, are you ready for a rock and roll party tonight? All right. Well, hey, guys, thank you so much. Again, we are sponsored by the Good Strongs over at Promo Show. Over 120 suppliers exhibiting right now, 500 distributors stopping by every single day and having great conversations. As we are all kind of going through this, we're social distancing, but we don't need to emotionally distance. And this is a great way to connect with your supplier friends, your supplier partners, and hopefully meet some new ones along the way. Learn some of the products that people are buying today, right now, even throughout this crisis. So go ahead and visit promoshow.com. You're not going to be sorry you did. It's the entire industry, just virtually. Gentlemen, Always a pleasure, and look for the podcast to be up on Promo Journal here in a couple days. And we're going to get that playlist up on Spotify probably. It's already up there, but we're going to keep adding to it as we do. Gentlemen, always a good time. Thank you so very much.
Right.
Happy Monday.
Thanks, guys. See ya.